And we start tonight with a live look outside at the state capitol. South Congress Avenue is clear right now, but just hours ago, large crowds forced police to close that major city street.
My body, my choice!
Hundreds of people showed up today. They're upset after learning the Supreme Court will most likely overturn Roe versus Wade. Marchers started at Austin City Hall, and about an hour later, they rallied at the south steps of the Capitol.
Austin police telling us no one was arrested. This was just one of many protests.
There were other rallies and marches all over the country, including Washington, D.C., Orlando, and Chicago.
Texas already has one of the nation's most restrictive abortion laws on the books.
And state lawmakers have invested millions into alternatives to abortion. But one of the many questions tonight is whether the state is prepared to help more women carry their pregnancies to term.
KXAN's Daniel Marin took an in-depth look at what resources are out there. He joins us live from the state capitol. Daniel?
And things are pretty quiet now here at the state capitol, but with everything going on, we wanted to take a check of the state's Alternatives to Abortions program, see how much it's costing, who it's helping, and who it could help in an uncertain future. Marching in support of abortion rights in downtown Austin, sisters Lauren and Brianna McKinney say they worry if Roe v. Wade goes down, Texas patients without the resources to cross state lines for procedures will feel the biggest impact.
It's the lower class, the women of color, that are really going to be affected most.
They're not wrong. According to Texas Health and Human Services data, in 2020, black patients made up 30% of the state's abortions, despite making up 12% of the population. Chelsea Yeoman is with Human Coalition, an anti-abortion group contracted with the state to provide alternatives to abortion resources. She says the disparities are real.
Most women seeking abortion are living in really sometimes dire circumstances, low income, if not at the poverty line.
In the last budget cycle, the Texas legislature approved $100 million for the Alternatives to Abortion program over the next 2 years, a $20 million increase.
We look at that as a win for Texas.
Amy O'Donnell with the Texas Alliance for Life says resources include counseling for mothers, parenting classes, job training, and clothing and formula. Those expecting are also connected with resources like WIC and Medicaid.
That helps to just eliminate the burden of cost around the birth itself.
According to the CDC, Texas pays for about half of all births through the state's Medicaid program, about 183,000 babies per year. Back near the Capitol, Lauren McKinney says she agrees with helping those who decide to carry to term if that's their choice.
So if there is support measures in place for that, I think that's wonderful. But I think that having that money also, I think there should be additional money going towards sex education and Plan B.
And some lawmakers have also taken issue with spending so much on alternatives to abortion. A former state rep from Houston, a Republican, told the Texas Tribune last summer that she felt it was a, quote, waste of money. Others say they just want more transparency when it comes to these programs. Britt, Robert.
Thanks, Daniel. Adoptions came up while the justices heard oral arguments in Mississippi's abortion law.